hello there. I am back. Okay, so I've got Homestuck ready to go here, but also I just wanted to, I've got some animations here that I'd like to get into before I start reading Homestuck. Let's see, I got my first paycheck from my second job this week, which definitely is definitely helpful, and I hope that it just continues to be worthwhile next week, just because, you know, I just want to get rid of my credit card debt as soon as possible, and I just need to pay my back rent as soon as possible, and also save up some money for registering my car for the next car rego, basically. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I've been enjoying myself playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm getting very close to the end. I can feel it. I just gotta do a couple. Every time I think like, oh yeah, I've only got 2 more things to go, and then I'm like, no, I've got 3 or 4 more things to go. Like I've got when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3, like I've got to go to the Temple of Baal and kill Orin there, and then I've also got to go to the Iron Throne, and then after the Iron Throne, I've got to make a decision about whether or not I'm going to betray one guy to the mermaid people. I'm not sure how else to describe them. And then I've got to go save the Gundians after saving their family, and then I've got to go to the House of Grief. And I think that'll be it. I think it's just all of that I've got to do before I can finally move on to the Elder Brain portion. But also, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the deal with the Emperor is supposed to be. Yeah, and what else has been happening? Yeah, I've got to say, working is a lot better than not working. Just because I haven't, not that I've been working a lot, but like that's what I mean is like, because for a while I was only like doing 1 job a week while being paid for 15 hours despite not working the full 15 hours, and now that I'm actually like seeing more people and doing stuff, I feel a lot better for it. So, but yeah, I guess what's sort of on my mind lately is that I am just really looking forward to, like, once my credit card debt's paid off, once my back rent is paid off, once my car rego is renewed and all that stuff, I'm just sort of looking forward to being able to spend money on things that I would like to, you know, use money for. Like, I'd like to go to the, you know, I've found a gym that I'd like to go to, just because it would be easy to get to, and it's in a position, it's in an area where it would just be good to go to that area, because, you know, it's just good to be involved in the local community. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. I've been continuing to read the Epic of Gilgamesh this week. I'm about halfway through the whole epic now. I've read 6 tablets so far, and yeah, it's really good. I have particular interpretations of it that about Gilgamesh and Enkidu myself, but like yeah, it's just amazing, like thinking about like how influential it is, and yet there's not really any adaptations of the Epic of Gilgamesh, and I just can't get over that. And I'd like there to be like a definitive adaptation of Gilgamesh one day. Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the things I've got to say. Oh yes, Dochi. I was listening to Dochi's new music, and I really like it. And I'm just so happy that someone like her is so like is popular enough that people that people have turned on someone like Aiden Ross. Like he's like the a backlash has happened, which was, I guess, like in retrospect, like, yeah, I guess a backlash was coming for a long time. And it's like I was telling my friend about it, and I said, like, it's like it's like the first proper sequel to the whole, the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake fallout. It's kind of a product of that in a way, but like, it definitely wasn't. So I think like Kendrick Lamar definitely like conditioned, people to like, conditioned the circumstances so that, that when Aiden Ross went completely Burko on Doechii, that people were more easily able to turn on Aiden once things went too far. And I think the thing I sort of told my friend was that the reason Kendrick Lamar was able to win against Drake was because Kendrick Lamar didn't make any moral arguments against Drake. He was just upfront and said, "I just hate you. I just hate literally everything about you," and that's all it is. And then when that was in Euphoria, but then when Not Like Us came out, that was just him proving the hate that he has for Drake. And whereas Aiden Ross, like, he hates Doechii, and if he had just said, "Listen, I just hate Doechii," he might have gotten away with it if it was just like him saying, "Yeah, I just hate her," But he instead was trying to justify it with moral arguments, which is a bit weird for him. And not that I've not the most amount of time I've ever given Aiden Ross was when I saw him on being interviewed by Healthy Gamer GGG, which is like it's a psychologist who interviews live streamers and YouTubers, and just like is trying to he's trying to understand the psychology of influencers basically. And so I never finished the interview that he did with Aiden Ross, but the thing I remember from that interview was Aiden Ross saying, "I don't have any empathy just inherently. That's just what I'm like." And so it's a bit odd that someone who is very open about the fact that he has no empathy was trying to make moral arguments against Doechii, especially because there's nothing moral about him. Like, literally everything I know about him is the opposite of moral. So you can't just so he just that was the mistake that he made. He screwed up. Oh, hello. Hey. It is sad that there are no adaptations, but at least it is far from fading into the past. That is true. When it comes to Gilgamesh, my dream. I was thinking about who I would love to play Gilgamesh. I would love it if Dev Patel. I would love Dev Patel to be cast as Gilgamesh. I really want to see Dev Patel in more like sci-fi movies, like, because he even after Monkey Man, he's still in like really small movies, and I'm like, I really want to see him in more, like, whatever plans Hollywood had for Jared Leto. Like, I would have, like, I didn't see Tron Ares, but I would have seen Tron Ares if Dev Patel was the main character and not Jared Leto. And I didn't see Tron Ares because Jared Leto's in it. I just didn't see it because it didn't seem interesting. But I will sometimes watch movies depending on who the actor is in. But yeah, I would have loved. I just feel like Hollywood needs to reach out to Dev Patel more, because people like Dev Patel, people like Timothy Chalamet. There are just, no one wants to see Jared Leto. Like, like, no one likes him. Okay, that's like we just want, we want actors who are good at acting, who are not douchebags. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know, I just would like to see... I love Dev Patel as an actor. I just want to see him in more genre fiction. And I think he might be a... No, I think he's... I think the age that Dev Patel is right now, I think he would be perfect for Gilgamesh as an... But yeah, but in terms of who would play Enkidu? I can't think who would be a good Enkidu. I've been trying to think who would make a good Enkidu. Maybe Robert Pattinson. It's a weird one, but it could work. That there might be someone else. But yeah, I think Robert Pattinson's just a weird enough actor that he probably could be Enkidu. But anyways, it's probably not going to happen for a while. But I would like that ability. I'm sure whatever definitive adaptation of Gilgamesh ever comes out in my lifetime, if it ever does, it'll probably cut out certain details from the epic. Like there's like it explicitly says in the text that Gilgamesh describing Enkidu as being like his wife. That's how close they are. And when they go on a journey to the cedar forest, they're holding hands. Things like that would get cut out of an adaptation, unfortunately. And I'm not saying that they necessarily have to be portrayed as literally lovers or boyfriends. I'm just saying that they would cut that stuff out because of the implication. And I just think that's a shame. And that's why I will always appreciate that Ian McKellen made sure to include certain details in the Lord of the Rings films because he knew that the straight actors and the director would forget about those little details and would cut them out. Not cut them out, just forget about them and ignore them. And Ian McKellen, being a gay man, was like, these little moments, they're not necessarily inherently gay, but they are something that someone like myself really care about. And of course, and as it turned out, the fact that all those things were in there matters to everybody because it's so rare. Anyways, what was I talking about? So I will be reading Homestuck in about 15 minutes. I just need to ramble for about 30 minutes to get my voice going. But I need to... I found this little... I've already seen this. This little what do you call it? It came out a month ago. Let's see. It's been I worked on this animation on and off for nearly 3 years. And it's finally done. So this is a fan animation of Homestuck, and I just wanted to play it to you guys. Sorry, that's like really loud. Why am I not subscribed yet? I don't know if this is copyrighted music. Yeah, it's probably copyrighted music. I might just have to have it muted. So go check out this animation on your own time. I love the red eyes that they gave Dave when he's not wearing his glasses. It's an interesting look. And don't see it for very long before he puts his glasses on. It's great. And I think that this animation looks a lot better than the Vivzy Pop thing. And I'm not saying the Vivzy Pop thing didn't do anything inventive with the animation. I did like a lot of that animation, but I just think that this is a lot more, I don't know, what's the word? Stylistic. It's got some attitude to it. It's got some, I don't know, I think I just prefer this kind of. It's impressionistic. That's right. It's impressionistic. And so, yeah, it's just great. Look at this. Look at this. He's like, I don't even know if Dave does. I can't remember if he does. So hey, look. So yeah, he's getting what's the word? Pester chummed on his phone, just kind of like what happens in the pilot episode. Yeah, it's just but you know but unlike the BBC Pop pilot, you know, we see the chat logs, and this is what it should have been portrayed as. But instead, we got a bunch of talking instead. Does he do roller skating? Does Dave do roller skating in Homestuck? I don't think he does. Sorry, I was just looking at the billboard there. But yeah, this is excellent, an excellent bit of a Homestuck fan animation. Look, that's so good. I do, yeah. Like after I saw this, I was just like, oh man, I wish the pilot had been more like this type of animation. Just a little bit more. What's the word? Just a little bit more, a little bit more I'm not sure how to explain it. I just like it. So it's just really good. It's really good. It's good stuff. Yeah, so I highly recommend checking out Chris Rin, and yeah. Now, we've got about 10 minutes before I got to start reading Homestuck. So this Heathens pilot came out a while ago. I have unfortunately become a little bit negative on a lot of indie cartoons lately, unfortunately. I don't think Dave roller skates in Homestuck, but it feels like a sufficiently Dave-ish thing to do. Yeah, like it doesn't not make sense, for sure. But yeah, this, so anyways, indie animation, I've sort of become a little bit negative on it a bit, like, there's not, a lot of them seem to just exist for the sake of existing, so, yeah, this is, that's, and, not all of them, like, there are more good than bad, but I'm just worried about, like, people not having particularly high quality control for their own, when they're doing like an actual fucking series. Same thing with, this is how I feel about the Homestuck pilot now, but the Homestuck pilot's not as bad compared to other examples. I don't like, there were some okay aspects about Ramshackle, but even then, like, I still think Ramshackle was, like, the more I think about Ramshackle, the more I'm like, no, that was pretty bad. But I will give Heathens a go. I don't know what to expect. It came out a while ago, and I do want to keep up. I want to do my best to keep up with indie animation as best as I can, just so that I am staying in the loop and know what to look out for, because I love Glitch's shows, I love Lackadaisy, but like I don't want to just be like, those are the only good things. I want to keep an eye out for anything else that potentially could be good. So let's watch this.
So, dragged us out this far.
So the music makes it sound like it's a Western.
So, you dragged us out this far to do what exactly?
Come on, it's not that obvious. To tame a hellhound, of course. Subcommission called in, and I, Axel, am... Pew, 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 pew! Answering. Come on.
Yeah, okay, I don't like this. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about the... Yeah, I'm just... So, I recently... I forgot who did this video, but somebody did a reaction video... Not a reaction video. They did a response video to somebody's video about Knights of Guinevere. Who did that video? I'm trying to remember. But they, yeah, anyways, but that particular response video to that other person's video, it made me appreciate the Knights of Guinevere for how it did exposition a lot more, and I was like, and this is, yeah, I feel like this is for little kids, and it's probably not for me. I probably won't watch this, actually. I might watch it in my own time, because the thing is, like, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. I really don't. I just, you know. And it's hard not to be mean sometimes, because I do... Like, I gotta think about what my approach is gonna be when it comes to these things. Like... you know, I've got to have some self-control about, because I do have this, like, I do think there's certain, I don't want to, I'm not sure how to explain myself exactly. I do want to critique this in good faith, but at the same time, I probably am not in a good mood to do it right now, so I'm just going to let it go for now. Oh well. You make your way through the burning woods to meet the Lucis you never had, the mother you never had, the father you never had, the brother you never had. It's time for her to hatch. It's now or never. I forgot what this is about. I know they're going to play a game. Hey, look, an egg, a skull, the weave. Whoa, this is a huge-ass structure. Look at this. Look at the size of these tree trunks versus how small she is. Since the world is about to end anyway, you suppose it no longer matters if the doomsday scale is tipped. If you say so. The counterweight is the skull of an ancient mother grub, slain thousands of solar sweeps ago. The egg contains a rare species of dragon which remains blind until maturity. Interesting. Using its other senses to survive. Oh, kind of like a mole. It has balanced the skull here for millennia, waiting for the warmth of a meteor-sparked forest fire before hatching. In case it wasn't clear, dragons are real. Yes, they are. Fuck yeah. Look at that. Look at that. She's having a dream. While she slept in her egg, she would communicate with you in your sleep. After your accident, she would use your dreams to teach you to detect the world around you without vision. Oh, look, the dream world. Look at that. As you learned, your dreams became more vivid. Where before there was darkness, odors and flavors painted a striking picture. Okay, so this is an impression of this. Got it. You found yourself surrounded by bright honey walls, and in the sky was a huge tasty ball of cotton candy, which is this sweet troll delicacy we wouldn't know anything about. The first time you caught a glimpse of this world in your dreams, there was no turning back. By the way, I'm wondering if Andrew Hussey is he still making comics? Because something that I was thinking about doing is, if and when I do finish Homestuck, maybe I could just keep reading his other comics if they're all interconnected. So yeah, I'm just wondering, like, is he still making like shared universe comics or what? What's he doing? The young Lucis would take to the sky and promptly get herself killed. Oh. Aw. This would be much more shocking and maybe a little bit more sad if we didn't already know it was going to happen. We already knew this, but of course you didn't. This is a nice picture. No. Unsurprising development. Shocked Pikachu. Genuine distress. The dragon never smelled it coming. She would fall to your tree hive. On your return, she would be scooped up by the sympathetic ally and deposited into the kernel sprite. Then you and she could talk. There would be plenty to discuss. He's made comics before Homestuck, and Homestuck has a sort of epilogue and sequel. It's a bridge to cross later. It's a bridge to cross later. Yeah. First, we got to finish the Homestuck, and before I will let I'll let you and Jasmine and whoever else, Mixoliddy, decide, what the next comic will be. Will it be the sequel? Will it be the previous comics? Who knows? I will not make the decision myself directly. The Doomsday device would display the amount of time you had to get back to your hive and enter the medium before the forest was destroyed. At the time, it wouldn't occur to you to wonder whether the device was directly responsible for the apocalypse or merely served as its precisely calibrated harbinger. And it certainly wouldn't occur to you to cast doubt on any perceived difference between those two things. It wouldn't until later, when you better understood the game you were about to play. Be the other girl. Got it. Let's be the other girl. Oh yeah, this girl. You are now the other girl. I really like how her horns are like curled forward like that, and how she's got no pupils. She's just like wide-eyed, and her hair is all messy, and she's put together perfectly. Render the girl in a more symbolic manner. Okay. Okay. So it's just like, yeah, we know that style's cool, but let's just go back to the generic style that we have. I like that it just became self-aware. Like, yeah, we know, because like every now and then it's like you get, there's this like game look that it has, and then every now and then you'll get like the more serious pictures where they're like where it's all becomes, what's the word? I don't know. They change the proportions become more realistic, and then it's just like, oh yeah, let's just like become a game again. That's better. We can now be properly introduced. Who's this spooky lady? Enter name. Enter name. Your name is Aradia Megiddo. You once had a number of interests, which in time you have lost interest in. You seem to recollect once having a fondness for archaeology, though now have trouble recalling this passion. It nonetheless has led you to find your present calling, which came through the discovery of these mystic ruins on which you presently stand and which you recently desecrated out of boredom. Oh man, that's awful. Oh man, that's why would you do that? God, I mean, I can imagine a dickhead being that bored, but like, it's still devastating when people, I don't understand like how you can see something that's beautiful and you're like, I want to wreck that. But there's so many people who are like that. Let's see. I also like how the symbolic manner implies that more natural, detailed proportions are their natural state. Yes, yes. And it's almost like this is like this whole like, game, what's the word, game, it's like a lens that some other character is just viewing it all through. It's like, oh yes, I'm just viewing this as a game. Whoever the narrator is. I forgot who the narrator is. It's not Andrew Hussey. There's another narrator. Yeah, because was it Wayward Vagabond that was the narrator in the end, and then, or is it Andrew Hussey now? I can't. I need to clarify this. Or is that? Or is it the reader that's the narrator? So I feel like it's changed a couple of times. I can't remember if it's always been Wayward Vagabond from the beginning, or if it's sometimes Wayward Vagabond that's the narrator. Where was I? Guiding you to this calling were the voices of the dead. Oh yeah, that's like a whole spell in Baldur's Gate 3. Which you have been able to hear since you were young. The voices have become louder as the great undoing approaches. I wonder if Andrew Hussey has played the original Baldur's Gate games, the 1 and 2. This trend in escalation began after an accident involving a certain kind of role-playing, which might have been another of your interests once upon a time. It doesn't matter much anymore. So this person's like a husk of somebody. I wonder, is this the husk of Jade? Is this like a Jade husk? Hussey is the narrator. Okay. And Wayward Vagabond takes over intermittently. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Well, to clarify, Wayward Vagabond gave commands sometimes, but it was Hussey who would respond to them as the narrator. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Well, yeah, that's technically true, because he's the one writing the story. Alright. Where was I? The accident resulted in the death of your Lucis, which prompted you to leave your home and take up these ruins as residence. See, I feel like this has something to do with Jade. On the instruction of your ancestors, you have recovered mysterious technology from the ruins and convinced a friend to adapt it into a game that will bring about the destruction of your civilization. And by convinced, you suppose you mean tricked. Yeah. He has tentatively named the game Scrub. Sir Grub. Which is a word that is not terribly elegant. No, it's not. If it were marketed by a legitimate game company instead of rapidly patched together by a young hacker, it would ostensibly be given a better title, yeah? He is presently mobilizing 12 friends to play it, including him and yourself. He believes he will lead the blue team, but he is wrong. Your troll tag is Apocalypse Arisen, and there is typically a pronounced hollowness to your words. What will you do? Retrieve computer. Oh, Ouija. I've never played with a Ouija board before, and I never will. Just letting you know. Okay, my lord. It's not up to you to decide what you retrieve from your Silodex. It's up to the spirits. Oh, man. Ugh. Yeah, just, looks like the spirits are being cooperative today, if a bit cryptic as usual. Who's this douchebag? Yeah, who's that guy? I've seen this guy's face a few times, but I've never questioned who he is. Sometimes you just see a guy's face and you just, question it. And now and who's this douchebag is the first time where it's like, oh yeah, I'm being prompted to like wonder who that is. See, he's like saying a symbol. You found this baffling artifact some time ago on one of your digs. The creature on its facade is completely mystifying. You have taken to using it as your primary computing device on account of its bizarre novelty as well as convenient portability. Oh, look who's bothering you again. She's always bugging you. Oh, right, so she's being trolled right now by someone. Bugging and fussing and meddling, what's her deal? You guess it's flattering that she wants to talk to you so much, though. You're okay with it, you're okay with a lot of things. Humor, GA. Pesterlog. Sorry, it's just, this is a very funny image. Hi again, Aradia. Oh no. So I guess tonight is the night you blow everything up. Shucked face. Is there nothing I can do to change your mind? No. Or yes, there's nothing. And no, you can't. You shouldn't pretend as if you believe this has anything to do with the state of my mind or the decisions it will make or has already made. Okay then. Well put. The douchebag is Bing Crosby. Okay. So who was Bing Crosby? Was he like an actor or a... I know the name. I definitely know the name. I don't know what he did. Like, is he an actor? Is he a criminal? Was he a talk show host? Was he a comedian? What period of time was he around? Okay. Yeah, I guess not. I thought I'd be friendly though and remind you that you do in fact have a hand in all the terrible things that are about to happen, because that's what friends are for. And the fact that what ensues will be terrible is an immutable fact I am stating for the record. And the fact that we will not be on the same team is similarly immutable. It does not mean that teamwork is what isn't taking place here. Sorry, I didn't follow that. Me neither, I didn't follow any of that either. I'll be here to help, if you need me. Okay, thanks. Next page. Let's see. An actor and singer. Okay. Had success in the 1930s. Okay, so he's like a really old actor. I was thinking like the 60s or something, but yeah, 30s, that's a while ago. It's an interesting name, Bing Crosby. Bing. Imagine naming your kid Bing, unless like that was a name he chose for himself to stand out. It's like, look, he's in her little eye sockets. I love it. That's such a, I like that. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that actually. I like that. Who's this douchebag? And then he's like reflected in her eyes. Got it. Okay. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You guess you'll check on Solux to see how he... hang on, wait. Waiting for the apocalypse is so boring. Yeah, go do something fun. You guess you'll check on Solux to see how he's coming along with those teams. Check on Solux. Oh yeah, Solux, I remember that guy. Did you set up the teams? I'm coming up. What is that? Let's say, okay, we've got some meteors coming down. We've got like a balloon animal here. She's sitting on top of a building. She's feeling her horns. Okay. You wonder what she wants. What's with all these girls bugging you? Bugging and fussing and meddling. Get bugged by AG. Who's this? Who's that? What the hell? Okay, so she's... Okay. Aradia. Oh boy, that's way too many. Too many of the same letter in a row twice. I know. So, we're about to get... This sounds like Jade. Is this Jade? I thought that was Jade, but what if that's Jade? I know Jade can't be dead, right? Okay. So, we're about to get started, right? Have you tricked Solux yet? Do you have Mr. Two Eyes all befuddled and flustered in your web of lies? Or Mr. Four Eyes? I don't know. Which nickname do you think would be suitably derogatory in this case, Aradia? How about 8 Eyes minus 7? I didn't... And she goes like, phew, I didn't trick him. It's not like that. Okay, whatever. Okay, maybe this isn't Jade, and I just, I don't know, Jade's been on my mind a lot lately. Okay, whatever. The point is, once you have pulled the finely woven silken mesh over his dumb, different colored eyes, you and I will start playing the game and be the blue team leaders. That's how this will work, right? Wait, do you mind if we are co-leaders? I forgot to ask. I just assumed it was okay with you. I don't care. Great. That's the spirit. And when I bring you into the game, whatever the hell that means, then we can send each other stuff, right? That is how this works, right? Yes. Awesome. Because I have a present for you. It's a surprise, and it's going to be great. From me to you. Just from me alone and nobody else. I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it. Okay, well, I'm sure it will be very thoughtful. Hey, speaking of which, what will the name of your team be? The blue team? No. I know that. I mean the name of our team. You and me. Just us. And then she just smiles. I haven't given it any thought, nor did I think such a thing was up for consideration. But if you want to pretend we both have a separate team together and name that team, then knock yourself out. I just thought it would be really fitting, kind of like a fresh start, you know. I don't know what are our shared interests. I guess I never really thought about this. I guess I'm used to thinking of you as the enemy. There must be some overlap in profiles. Come on, let's brainstorm. Let's see. Man, it'll be great. We'll be unstoppable. Surely you must admit it will be nice to rebound from team charge debacle. I never think about that anymore. Oh man, I'm so dumb. Here I am running my mouth and opening up old wounds while at the very same time trying to make amends. What an idiot. It's okay. Hey, speaking of which, that loser isn't going to be on the blue team, is he? Which loser? Your old team buddy. No. Oh, thank fucking goodness. Talk about dead weight. You made the right choice, leader. I mean co-leader. I didn't exclude him for that reason, or at all. You're just not getting it. You never listen. Man, now I've got this huge beef grub lodged in my nook just thinking about him. I'm going to give him a hard time. Let me know when you're alive. Later. Don't do that. It's really childish. Wow. Okay, be the mysterious spider girl. Yeah, let's be the mysterious spider. I've seen images of this character before. I've definitely I forgot what they're called, but I've seen this character before. I've heard people say that it's a red flag to like this character or something. Which, you know, I don't think that should ever be a thing. I don't think that's ever a good way to look at it. You know, like just because you like a show or a character that doesn't say anything about you. Anyways, you try to be the mysterious spider girl and fail. Interesting. She's way too mysterious for you to be her yet. Seriously, what's up with those glasses? What's up with that robo arm? What's her deal? She guesses it's flattering that you want to be her, though. She guesses she doesn't mind. It's cool. We'll learn all about her a little later. Very fascinating. Okay. Solux, get back to Aradia. Hang on, let me just read this. It's not a red flag to like a character, and certainly not this one. Okay, there you go. There you go. So, very fascinating. Okay. Sorry, I've been trying not to say I hate the way the characters write, but yeah, it's just this thing, you know, the double eyes. It's anyways, I'll get over it. Okay. Aradia, I would like to apologize. I flew off the handle there. It was like the handle was a bald guy going really fast, and I was his toupee. Okay? So I'm sorry, it was my fault. It's okay. I hope we are still friends. Yes, we are. So anyway, I think even though I quit as leader, I'm still going to play the game now because it's either that or get totally creamed by all the fucking space boulders. Huh? I think I quit as team leader. I'm still going to play the game now because either totally creamed by all the fucking space boulders. Okay. Hey, maybe we can make the best of the game anyway, even though I guess we are going to lose. No, I'm sorry. You can't, Solux, not yet. Oh my god, you're going to give me shit again after I crawled on my belly like that, all groveling at you like some low-class guy with whatever color blood is lower on the hierarchy than mine? What's worse than yellow? Yeah, that's a pretty bad color for your blood to be. Fuck this confusing caste system. Anyway, screw you, I'm playing this game right now. No, you're not. Trust me. Wait, what's this? Are you hearing that spooky message from the grave? It is from my ability... It is from my ability to give a shit, which just died. This is where you laugh again. Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. BS. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. Come closer, you'll see me. I promise. God, I am just bulge deep in the fecal matter of a wildly incontinent hoof beast, but okay, I'll indulge you. Here I go. Look out the window. Okay, looking out this lousy, stupid, goddamn window, lousy, stupid, goddamn physics, stupid everything. Okay, snap the fingers. Nap time. Damn. It just lands in the honey. Much later. Oh man, the apocalypse. Yeah, it's probably best to sleep through the apocalypse if you can. Okay, when you would finally wake up, you'd discover all of your teammates had connected to each other and entered the medium. You would be the last to enter. Your long nap would facilitate a series of important dreams that would prove essential in support of your teammates. But here and now, the destruction of your hive would be imminent unless you could quickly establish a connection to the first player of the group and complete the chain. Wake up. Yeah. The mind honey. Blah. Blah. Come of it got, some of it got in your mouth. It's just honey, all right? I hope it's honey. Let me just take a picture of this too. Let me take another one. Nope. Yeah, got it. Okay. Okay, go away. All right. You do not, under any circumstances, eat the mind honey. Oh, so that's what happens when you eat the mind honey. Hang on. Nope. Sorry, didn't get it. Hang on. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Sorry, I'm trying to. No. There we go. There we go. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Let's keep going. Whoa. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I love it. So this is what happens when you eat your computer. It's like cute character again. Since that moody kid is busy flipping his bifurcated lid, we might as well take a moment to get to know this silly cat girl. Gosh, who is she? And her name. So, interesting decor. Your name is Namita Lejeune. You live in a cave that is also a hive, but still mostly just a cave. You like to engage in friendly role-playing. Oh yeah, I remember this character. But not the dangerous kind. Never the dangerous kind. It's too dangerous. Too many of your good friends have gotten hurt that way. Yeah. Your daily routine is dangerous enough as it is. You prowl the wilderness for great beasts and stalk them and take them down with nothing but your sharp claws and teeth. You take them back to your cave and eat them, and from time to time wear their pelts for fun. You like to paint wall comics using blood, okay, and soot and ash depicting exciting tales from the hunt, and other goofy stories about you and your numerous pals. Your best pal of all time is a little bossy, and people wonder why you even bother with him, but someone has to keep him pacified. If not you, then who? Everyone has an important job to do. That kind of reminds me about what happens in Gilgamesh, where the gods create Enkidu to keep Gilgamesh from becoming a cruel king, and pretty much Enkidu comes into his life at just the right moment where he could have gone, it's kind of like the perfect crossroads where he's just intervening at the right time. Hi Jasmine, how are you? Thanks for coming by. Sorry if you missed the beginning of this. I hopefully you'll be able to catch up, or you don't have to. It's all good. Where was I? We just saw the character Solux. He accidentally ate his computer honey, and then he went completely burko. So that was funny. Let's see. Your troll tag is Arsenic catnip, and your speech precedes itself with the face of your Lucis, who is possibly the cutest and perhaps the bestest kitty you ever seen. What will you do? Let's see. Well, yeah, got something due at 12, so I didn't realize it was past the time yet. Mind honey, that's right. I'm sorry about the conflict there. It's all good. Don't worry. You do not under any circumstances you do not under any circumstances talk about Fight Club. You don't eat the Fight Club. Okay. The mind honey. All right. Retrieve claws from let's see. What will I do? Retrieve claws from arms. Okay. So she's doing a Wolverine. You are always wearing your claw gloves. You never know when you might encounter some unsuspecting prey, or when some prey might encounter an unsuspecting you. On Alternia, everything is considered unsuspecting prey by everything else. Nepeta, scratch, Lucis behind bars. By the way, do not open. I'm not sure if you're still here, but I don't understand why it is the only reason I'm able to see your YouTube chats is because for some reason it comes up on the screen, so I'm able to see it on the screen, but I only see Jasmine in the actual chat and I don't see you in the chat, and I'm just what is up with that? Why does YouTube do that to you specifically? That makes no sense. It's a mystery that I would like to know why that happens. I'm curious. Let's see. Anyways, where was I? Unsuspecting you. Everything is considered unsuspecting prey by everything else. Scratch Lucis behind ears. This cat looks suspiciously like the Beckerel wolf that Jade knows. Scritch, gritch, purr. Though on the other hand, Rose also had a cat, so maybe it's all just generic. She sure enjoys a good scratch. Pounce de Leon is the best kitty cat. You and she go on adventures together in search of the fountain of cute. You ride your shorepawed mount into the rugged frontier, and sometimes she rides you when she gets tired, which is frequently. It sure will be sad when she dies, okay. But who knows when or how that will happen. We might not even really have the time to find out. We'll see. It's supposed to be 8,000 pages, the whole story, and we're halfway there. And so 4,000 pages, you can do a lot with that. I have no idea why it happens to me at all, but change it to live chat and see if it helps. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, hang on. I forgot about that. Hang on, how do I do this again? Live chat. I know I did this before, I forgot how to do it. Change it to live chat. I don't know. Well, don't worry. Hang on, change filter. Just, show me all the messages. There you are. Okay, no, sorry, I see you now. It's just a problem on my end. It's not you, it's just me. But I don't understand, why it is that unless I do that, why is it only Jasmine that show comes through, but you don't come through unless I change it to the... Oh, well, who cares? It doesn't matter. Okay. Later, there was a cave-in. Not the cat. Alright, examine computer. I see you all now in the chat, so it's all good now. Not the cat. You saunter over to your drawing tablet computer. You use this to draw on a computer. It would be cool if this could somehow be adapted to serve as a fetch modus as well. That would be so much more fun than the frustrating one you're using now. You wonder what this grumpy fellow wants. Probably something to do with the game. That seems to be all anybody's talking about lately. Answer Carcat. Look at it. This is a cute little picture of all of them together. It's like, hey, perks up curiously. She wiggles her rear end a bit and then chases something she sees bounce into one of Carcat's shoes. Carcat can't believe he has to sink this low. Carcat can't believe he's asking an autistic girl in a cave to join his team. Carcat mystifies in infinite befuddlement over the fact that you are presently the best remaining candidate for the red team. Oh yeah, hang on, I just realized this is CG that's talking. I am. I mean, AC says I am, wondrously. Yes, and Carcat can't fucking believe that. Carcat thinks about that a bit, and his jaw drops open and breaks a huge column of bricks like a fucking kung fu master. Oh my god, okay. AC gathers up all the brick pieces and builds a cute little house and invites Carcat inside. Okay, good. It's good that you're talking about building, even if it's in the most inane possible context. You're going to be doing a lot of it. Yes, that sounds fun. Okay, what do I do? Briefing. Me, Terezi, Gamzee, and Tavros are all playing now. The connection order is at TC, GC, CG. We need someone to connect to Torador and get him in the game. I have GA lined up for the red team because she is one of the few remaining sane ones left to play. Okay, the only sane one. But she doesn't want to connect yet because of some mysterious bullshit, so I was like, whatever, what else is new? So I guess that leaves you. Terezi said she had you lined up to play back when she was the fake leader, so I said fine. So just connect to Tavros and later we'll worry about getting you in. All right, I will talk to him about that. Oh, AC pauses and looks up with a little bit of chagrin. I forgot I have to talk to someone else about this. I have been procrastinating. Procrastinating? Oh, God. Are you really serious? It's not that big of a deal. This boggles my mind. How can you be best friends with the only guy on the planet who's a bigger asshole than me? He's not so bad. He's scum! But do whatever you've got to do, I guess. Tavros is waiting. Okay, consult with friend on the matter. I'm always happy when that guy comes into the story because he's just funny. He's so reactive. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Okay, who's this character? Are they crying? Are these tears? What's going on? AC twitches her friendly whiskers at CT. Hi. CT perplexes over whether he put that important wrench that he needed for building a fancy robot or something. He says, now, where did that silly old wrench go? 100K. What are you expecting to accomplish with this? But oh look, CT peeks around the corner and to find that a very playful kitty has stolen the robot wrench and is now kicking it vigorously with her hind legs. This is foolishness. This is foolishness upon 100,000 prior equally unsolicited foolishness. You'll stop now. Raw. You're so lame. I'm not. I'm fine. No. Lame. No, I'm not. Lame. No. You've never played a fun pretend game with me ever, even once. Even Carcat does it sometimes, even if he does mean it in a grumpy and insincere way. But at least it's still fun. Yuck. Don't pollute my incoming data stream with his name, or any sort of excremental language you pick up from his ilk. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, he is rather excremental when it comes to how he talks. That Carcat. Oh look. Okay, sorry. 100K. It's who? Yeah. It's obvious in retrospect, but I don't know. Why does it have to be like that? I see right through your stupid act. Who are you trying to kid? Look how you go out of your way to use words that have X's in them so that you can use your silly percent signs. Or use these absurd words that you can shoehorn 100 into. Yeah, call him out for that. That was so, yeah, that's a dick move. Even if it's not strictly replacing you. You are so transparent. I can tell you like to play games deep down. Deep down, you are a guy who likes to play games. I can smell a guy who likes to play games from so far away with this nose. You have no idea. If you're looking for a loophole through which you may extract concessions from me, you'll have to look elsewhere. See? What the hell? Napita, what did I say about that awful language? I won't stand for it, and you'll stop. Oops, sorry. Your fraternization with the base classes have loosened your morals. Can't you see this? Okay, so Solak said something about a caste system before, and that he was at the bottom of it because of his yellow blood. I think this asshole character or at least Carcat says he's an asshole. He seems to be like, the caste system means something. It's like he really is like putting like emphasis on it, and this person's like, doesn't matter. So so I'm like, okay, I think this guy is like, I'm very posh, and I will not stand for all this this vulgar language. And it's just like, fuck you. Anyways, now where was I? It's like, loosen your morals, can't you see this? No, I don't care, they are fun. And I don't know anything about classes or bases or blood color. It doesn't matter. What does green blood even mean? It doesn't mean anything to me, and it shouldn't mean anything to anyone else. Yeah, exactly. Well, green blood is okay, but it's not great. But that's why you're lucky to have me, to look out for you, because you don't know better and you can't fight the role the mother had in store for you. Roar. You are such a hypocrite. A hypocrite. You pretend to be so high and mighty, but I know you're not. But I know that you're not, and I know you like games. Look at that silly little bow and arrow you always type. It's always there. You never forget. Why would you do that if it wasn't a playful, fun thing? I am so onto you. Actually, that reminds me. So last night I was talking to my friend, and my friend, he was saying how he knows someone who is like she's a stripper, and that's her job. But she speaks with a posh accent, but he knows her well enough to know that that's not how she actually talks. She is a bogan, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess like because she's a bogan, I guess like from her perspective, she can't be a bogan and a stripper at the same time, because because people will look down upon her. Like, it's one thing to be a bogan, it's one thing to be a stripper. So I think she changes the way that she talks so that people will take her seriously despite what she does for a living. So yeah, it's an interesting psychology. Okay. Let's see. You pretend to be so high and mighty. I am so onto you. My bow and arrow are highly dignified symbols. Lol, BS. Archery is among the highest and most exceptional crafts, held in tremendous regard by the most aloof classes for centuries. You suck at archery. No, yes, no, yes, no, I don't. Yes, yes, yes. You have. Have you ever even successfully fired an arrow, like actually got one to leave the bow? I think we need to stop talking about archery. Nuh-uh, yes, no. We will stop talking about archery. The topic is making me sweat. Ew, you're so gross. No, you're the one who exercises distasteful practices. No, that's you. Everyone knows you're a weirdo with a creep. Everyone knows you're a weirdo and a creep. That's why you're lucky to have me to keep an eye on you. No one else can stand you. No one else can stand you. I love that. Oh, dear. Let me just read the chat very quick. Yeah, there's a lot of silhouettes happening. Everyone's being shrouded in shadows for some reason. He will be introduced in good time. Hey, welcome to then next quirk. Yeah. It's probably the worst. Yeah, the 100 for Lou is like probably the worst one so far. Like, that one really messed with me just now. Where was I? You exterminate beautiful innocent creatures by the hundreds. Yeah, that's very concerning. I forgot about that. I forgot that that's what the character does. You can't condone such wretched behavior. Beasts are meant to be looked upon with adoration. I do agree with that. but I eat them. Well, you know, I'm not a vegetarian myself. I don't kill anything I don't eat. That would be mean. Yeah, that's okay, fair enough, fair enough. I guess that's basically acceptable in principle, but I still find it a bit unsavory. Well, I mean, man, someone's trying to call me. All right, so I just got to answer this real quick just to make sure it's nothing. Hello. So I'm just gonna. Okay, it was a junk call. Let's see. Well, they've both uses the "you're lucky to have to look out for you." You're lucky to, yeah. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, you're lucky to have me. It's like, and no, they don't want to say like, we're lucky we have each other. But yeah, CT specifically has been silhouetted the same way. Remember to mute if needed. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It wasn't a work call. I don't know who that was. I've gotten 2 weird missed phone call, and I don't know who they are. I don't know what they want. But yeah, but it's all happened today. The numbers are weirdly similar to each other, so it's probably just junk people. Anyways, where was I? God damn it! I was really enjoying reading this, and then it got interrupted. So many beautiful creatures. Yeah. So, like, I'm not a vegetarian, but yeah, I do, because like I have a thing where it's just like I love animals, and I hate them being, you know, killed, but at the same time, like I eat chicken, I eat beef. That's just the way it is. I'm trying not to eat too much beef at the moment, just because. At the same time, I really love burgers. You know, it's just I don't know. I always think about like Fred Rogers. Like, he was a vegetarian, and he said that he wouldn't eat anything that had a mother. And I'm like, that's a good way of. I think that's a good way of putting it if you're going to be a vegetarian, like, but yeah, I think there are good moral reasons to not to be a vegetarian or even to be a vegan, but like I just can't seem to do it myself. I'd probably be healthier if I was a vegetarian as well, but it's hard to give it up though. I like to, I guess, like when they eat food, when they eat, meat, if it's presented in a manner where it doesn't have a face, then it feels abstracted, and so people are, but then like, we can't really get all pissy at people who, hunt their own food. It's like, yeah, this is how it's done, Anyways, I'll keep reading. Where was I? I don't kill anything of me. I guess, basically. Well, I think your habits are unsavory. No, they're not. Yeah, You're wrong about me, Napita. I do not like to play games, but I do like to play games, but they must be extremely important games with very high stakes. Not the kind This is what it's like for me when I'm trying to convince my friend to watch Hazbin Hotel, because he's in a mood right now. I know he likes Hazbin Hotel, but he's in a mood right now where he's like, I need to read something like Dune or something more important than Dune. I'm just like, and so he can't get into Hazbin Hotel at the moment. He's got to be in like he's got to be in a dumbened state, before he can properly get into Hazbin Hotel. And it's frustrating for me because I just want him to watch Hazbin Hotel, and then we can talk about Hazbin Hotel, and then I don't have to worry about spoiling it for him and then ruining our friendship over it. So, anyways, where was I? Extremely important stakes with very high. Extremely important games with very high stakes. Not the kind played by translucent green wigglers who let loose an excremental surge hard in their wiggler bottom diaper stubs. As it happens, I have arranged to play just such a game tonight. Aradia and I have a private engagement to be co-leaders of the blue team. Oh yeah? Well, just by perchance it happens that AC has a private and sneaky engagement to play this game as well. And by persnickety, twist of fate, persnickety, what's the persicony, twist of fate, she will be on the Reed team with her other great friends who like to play their childish diaper poop games. Absolutely not. Absolutely. I forbid this. You will take your position on the blue team with me. Yeah, right. I will take my position into this funny pounce ball and tackle you. That's nonsense. You're nowhere even remotely within my proximity that would be necessary to execute such a maneuver. AC rolls her eyes almost as hard as she is rolling around in this really interesting smell. What? The thought of you fraternizing and abetting those stink-blooded hooligans strikes me as scandal beyond measure. I'm afraid you're too delicate to withstand that sort of corruption. It's forbidden. No. Yeah. Yes, you won't. No, I will. You won't. You can't stop me. I am telling you not to, and you'll be on my team. That's final. Blah. Quiet. Why do you do this? Why are you so confident about your stupid commands? Don't you know you can't actually tell me what to do? It's not like you even have any special mind papers, mind pauses, or telepathy, or anything. No, I do not. And yet, you will do as I say. Wow, this guy sounds abusive, I gotta say. Yes, well, we will just see about that. Yes, we will. You will join me on my team shortly. Stand by for further instruction. You're angry, and I appreciate that, but it doesn't matter. Discussion over. Oh, what a dick. Yeah, I hate this guy way more than I hate Carcat. I love Carcat compared to that guy. That's just... So she's like biting onto her little hoodie, and as she's looking down at something, give Tavros the bad news. Yeah, that's Tavros, that's right, okay. Let me just check the chat real quick. Yeah, I don't like that guy at all. I hate him so much. Let's see. Now they both have the uses. Let's see. Yeah, CT specifically has been silhouetted the same way. I remember. Yeah, that's right. I think I'm all caught up then. Okay. AC curls up in Tavros's lap. Okay, that's right. He has like a weird way of talking or something. He kind of goes a lot. AC curls up in Tavros's lap. Okay, for the time being and for the sake of this fantasy scenario, I pretend that my cat allergies aren't that bad. AC takes a long nap and wakes up and frowns because she has bad news. This is such an interesting way of communicating. Oh no, is what I say about the bad news, not the nap. Tavros, I love it. He's very awkward, this Tavros guy. Tavros, I'm sorry, I can't be on your team. I'm not allowed. Oh, that's okay. Then I guess He said no then. Yes, unfortunately. Rog, I'm so mad. It's probably for the best that you listen to him. I don't know. You think so? Well, if you didn't listen to him before, you might have played games with us before, and something bad might have happened to you. Perhaps. But I still feel bad. I'll find another player. It's not a big deal. Good luck being on the blue team. Okay, thanks. Aw, poor kid. He looks so happy. I love how goofy looking he is. Okay, you fondly recall your days of far more intensive role-playing. It seems like so long ago now, aside from a few unfortunate moments. It was a lot of fun. If you had to do it all over again, you suppose you would select better company. Maybe this game you are playing tonight will rekindle some of that excitement. Let's look at that. Tinkerbell? Tinkerbell! Some time ago. I see some flashback. Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, that's right, I remember. You stand in your room on a healthy pair of legs and in a, oh that's right, this is back when he could walk. In a plucky little outfit. You are a low-level boy Scarlac, and you wield an inexpensive dagger lance. A dagger lance? Oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Which is the closest thing to a jousting lance you can wield that is still compatible with your favorite class. You are about to play a popular game called Flarp, which, unlike most games published by the major developers, was given a graceful and aesthetically pleasing name. It's a title under the extreme role-playing genre, and playing it without caution can have serious real-world consequences. But that's what makes it fun. By the way, a movie recommendation, one of my favorite movies, honestly, it's called We're All Going to the World's Fair. I would say that it's definitely a type of, it's about, I guess you could say it's a type of, it's about extreme role-playing, where it sort of combines, like, internet role-playing, but you're putting it's kind of real life as well. And this concept of the World's Fair challenge, like, the magical aspect of it, you're kind of left wondering if it was real or not. Definitely recommend it. I used to do this thing last year where I would play that movie on my Twitch stream, and people would think that the movie was was an actual live stream until it became obvious that it was actually a movie. Because I thought that was funny, because when you're watching it, it feels like you are watching somebody live streaming, or just you're watching a YouTube video. It's very cost effective. Yeah, definitely check that out. We're All Going to the World's Fair is what the movie's called. It's by the director of I Saw the TV Glow. Where was I? You are about to play a popular... It's a title under the extreme role-playing game. That's what makes it fun. When you activate Flop's Grub, the campaign programmed for tonight will begin. Team Charge will dual Team Scourge as usual. This is going to be great. Contact fellow Team Charge member. Alrighty, my grub is laying now, so I'll be ready soon. Cool, mine too. I don't know where Terezi is though. She's running late. Oh, should we wait? No, I'll be there. I'll be here clouding her campaign for her regardless, with or without her. Her loss if she doesn't make it. It'll give you a chance to gain some ground. Okay. You picked a tough class, Tavros. None of the really useful combat abilities come into play until you reach a very high level. But I suppose it will be rewarding when you get there. Yeah, I think you're right, but it's the class I think is most fun, and battle skill is not all there is to being a great adventurer. I couldn't agree more. You might be the only flopper in the world who really understands the true spirit of the game. Everyone else is so aggressive and treasure hungry, but that's what makes beating them all the more satisfying. Yeah, I guess. Remember your Clouder isn't going to pull any punches tonight. Don't fall for her mind games. Excuse me. I'll be here to assist, of course. If you're in trouble, don't hesitate to ask for help. Yeah, I won't. Thanks, Aradia. No problem. Alright, Hatch Campaign. Look at them. Look at them. Your campaign's gaming flapstractions hatch out of their eggs. These comprise all the data and procedures you will need for your adventure tonight. Continue. They disperse through the terrain surrounding your hive. They follow both pre-programmed and live instructions by your Clouder, a member of Team Scourge, whose role is to provide you with a challenging scenario, while your teammate does the same for Scourge's other player. Okay, go outside and begin adventure. Doop-a-doop-a-doot-a-doot. I like this little cow bug. You take your starting position in the field. The game is afoot, and anything can happen now. It's up to you to consult your maps and work with your teammate to discover the objective of the quest. Find treasure and slay monsters. Your the stat bat, has bonded with you. This keeps track of every attribute for your character, including vitals. While these attributes in principle remain abstractions due to the fact that this is extreme role-playing, they will always relate in some way to your real-life attributes as well. You've got to be careful out here. A little later, it's like, okay, it's getting... No, I'll keep reading, okay. Well, hey, boy, Sky Todd, oh man. Are you going to just stand there all night? Make your move, make your move, make your move. I just think these monsters are too strong. Sorry, but they don't seem appropriate for this campaign. Weak. Weaky, weaky, weak. Weaky, is that a real thing to say? Yes. Your blatant, oh my god, your blatant excuse making is the weakest lame that ever shit the coward bed. Roll your dice, make your move, advance or abscond. I can't abscond, there is no absconding place. But absconding is what you do best, and I ain't managed. What? What is that? Do you notice Aradia's manner is a bit different in these messages? Yeah, because this is a flashback, right? This, wait, hang on. Is this Aradia? Because isn't she Apocalypse Risen, and this is, wait, hang on. Arachin, I forgot who AG is. Absconding is what you do best. I can't manage to cloud a scenario yet you couldn't squawk out of in a blazing trail of cluck beast feathers. That's a chicken. You cannot hope to beat Tavros Nitram in an abscondoff. He is simply the best there is. That sounds flattering theoretically, but I don't think... Hey, pipe down, make your move, advance or abscond, advance or abscond. Roll, Tavros, roll. Okay, hold on for one moment. Oh, her. It's like tick, 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 tick. Aradia. Okay, yeah, this is Aradia. Aradia. Hey, are you there? Hey, okay, so, wait, no, okay, so, yeah. So now he's talking to GA. Hey, Terezi, I have a problem. Okay, and then he talks back. No one can help you, Tavros. Okay, time to decide. Where is everybody? What does that have to do with your present cowardice? I don't know, probably nothing. Are you going to roll? No, I can't. Why not? Because I was thinking about the numbers, and it's impossible for there to be a favorable outcome no matter what the dice do. So you give up? Yeah, maybe. Why not roll and make it official? Why would you want to cheapskate me out of bonuses like that? It's so thoughtless. Am I going to have to take matters into my own hands to make your move for you? I thought you couldn't use powers. I mean, real life powers, not the game ones. It's against the rules. But if you are going to break the rules and refuse to roll, what choice do I have? I hate that it had to come to this, but what can I do? Oh my god. Whoa, what's happening? Oh man. What's happening? Let me just read the chain. Ain't, okay. Yeah, and she has a little more. yeah, DNO's referring to the previous log. Okay, yeah. My comment about Aradia was made when you were reading the pestle log. Got it, okay. Tavros, have I mentioned how cute you look in that plucky little outfit? Why, if I didn't know better, I'd say I was playing with Pupa Pan himself. Isn't that what you want, Tavros, to be like Pupa? Of course you do. What boy wouldn't want to be like Pupa? So dashing and brave. He is everything you are not. For one thing, he can fly. Do you want to fly, Tavros? Have you ever tried to fly? I bet you haven't. Oh my god, I know where this is going. How about we take to the skies, Pupa? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh, you like that idea, Pupa? Yes, yeah, you do. I can feel it in your simple, malleable brain. You want to fly so bad. It's like, oh my god. So this is how it all happened. Not the... I forgot what this thing's called. The stat bet, that's right. Fly, Pupa, fly. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Adios, Tori Damas. That's awful. So, are you, DNO, are you sure it's not a red flag to like this character? Because you said that it's definitely not a red flag to like this character. I feel like, and like, it's not a red flag to like characters that are bad, in my opinion, necessarily. There's got to be like other reasons for it to be a red flag. But yeah, I mean, I understand what people mean when they say it's a red flag to like this character, now that I've seen this happen. So I'm curious to know where you're coming from when you say it's definitely not a red flag to like this character. So he's texting somebody. Well, talking to somebody. AG just jumped me off a cliff with my brain and my legs also, and now they feel invisible. Yes. Wow, I'm sure there was a better way to say that. Anyway, that's really all there is to report on the subject of me getting hurt. Hey asshole, stop playing games for girls. What the fuck? It's just like I've been permanently disabled. Like, well, stop playing girl games. It's like, what is really? It's like, oh man, priorities. That was a very what's the word? That was a very effective tone shift. Back in the present. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it here and continue reading the rest of this tomorrow. And I'll take a screen grab of this. And yeah, so that we've got a thumbnail for tomorrow. And yeah. Thank you guys for showing up for this. I appreciate it a lot as usual. And let me just read the chat real quick. Let's see. Hang on. Here we go. It's not a red flag. She's not a good person, but it's still not a red flag. Okay. It's a red flag to want to be like her. Yeah, that's probably the better way of putting it. Okay. And this is what Tav meant to her about if you hadn't listened to him and played with us, something bad might have happened. Hang on, let me try. This is what Tav meant to her about if you hadn't listened to him and played with us, something bad might have happened. See you tomorrow. All right. Well, anyways, I'll be back again at the usual time, and hope to see you all there again. And otherwise, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all soon. All right, bye.